Cadillacs, known for some things, such as being the American equivalent of a luxury car, ignoring Lincoln, and also being known for mainly only being driven by old fat people from Florida. But every so often, Cadillac sort of likes to shake off that reputation, like with the Escalade, which was driven exclusively by people that were... What's the term? That liked bling. You know, like rappers and stuff, Jay-Z, etc. And then every so often they also make this thing. This is the Cadillac CTSV, which has now morphed into the modern day CT4 and CT5 Blackwings. It's a saloon, just a normal Cadillac saloon, the CTS. But they sort of did an American thing to it. They put a Corvette engine in it. So this is a 6.2 litre car, I think. It's either a 6.2 or a 5.7. Either way, it's a car with a really enormous V8 that's supercharged, because that's the American way. And I like it. It's simple, but it's effective. Now, you would expect this car to be a total and utter disaster, because it's an American car, which, let's just say American cars aren't exactly known for being amazing at handling. Now with an enormous amount of power added. But you'd be wrong, because not only did they start off and base this car on the Cadillac CTS, a car that was so good Cadillac actually decided to take it to Europe, because they thought it handled so well. And they were right, even if it didn't sell well. But they also tested it at the Nürburgring. Sorry, James May. But yes, this is a Nürburgring tested car. So it's got uprated brakes, stiffened chassis, new suspension. It's been given good treatment. Which means that for the first time in a long, long time, I reckon this is a car to rival some of the European thoroughbred cars, you know. This would probably be a rival for something like a BMW M5. Or at least, that's based on statistics, apart from one statistic. Because this BMW M5 rival cost less than an M3. I can't remember how much it cost, but I think it's like 60k? Which is actually a ludicrous amount of money. If there's one thing that Americans are really good at doing, it's making cheap cars. Cheap cars that go fast. I mean, look at the Ford Mustang GT500. 35k. It's really impressive, and that's one of the few good things about most American cars. And it's also why I like this. Cheap fun that's actually really good and competent. As I've grown to expect from American cars, it is pretty quick in a straight line. You can get the power down really well, and it just goes. But what I am noticing is that it does lack a bit of torque uphill. Like, it sort of started grinding around 120 miles an hour while I was going up that hill. So, I mean, it's perfectly good. It's quite impressive. My problem is, it's just not so good when you're going uphill. So that makes me wonder how it's going to fare on the circuit race, which has a lot of uphill sections. Well, an uphill section at the start. But actually, it's here in the mountain roads where this car really makes itself known that it's a good thing. Cornering in this thing is so good. Like, seriously. It's genuinely so good. Like, I'm actually at a loss for words. I was expecting, you know, I have grown to expect from American cars that they just can't go around corners, but this one's really good. Seriously, I reckon Well, I'm going to say it. Why would you have an M5? This is better. I am actually incredibly impressed with this car. I am really growing to like it. I don't usually like American cars because they're usually quite rubbish, but this is different. This one's good. Let's see how it is on the race circuit. Here you go, up these hills. It's actually slowing down up that hill. Just had to brake a little through the first U-bend turn thing. Flat out through this section. Nice, very clean, very easy. Like, this is barely taking any focus. I could probably do this while sewing a button. And it's a 33.26. A really, really impressive lap time. Well done, Cadillac. Suppose this car's closest rivals in-game would be, well, the M4 Competition, the M8, and the GTR. I still think you should go with GTR, but this Cadillac is also a perfectly good option. But, yeah, actually I think the GTR is better. Which is a shame because this is such a good car. Still, on that bombshell, thank you all for watching. Tourbillon review will be coming tomorrow or Friday.